So we're starting with 12 frames. Now, if your background layer has white on it, let me just show you real quick how to get rid of that. When we started, I'm gonna make. Let me go over to this one right here, because this one is probably like the way yours is. So this layer here, notice if I select the white on the background here and I hit delete or go to edit, cut, nothing seems to happen. That's because this background layer doesn't have the ability to have transparency on it. In order to have transparency on a layer, it has to have what's called an alpha channel. Think of transparency as kind of being an extra color, the color of clear, so to speak. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select that layer, and I can do this from the layer menu. I could also right click it. I'm going to, hold on a second. Actually, I can't do it from there. I take that back. I have to right click it. Oh, let me make this go a little bigger so you'll be able to see. Hold on. There you go. I'm going to, hold on, where's my layer? Can I get my layer menu to come in here into the, gosh dang it. I'm trying to get the thing to come out where, oh, okay, I'll do it that way. There we go. If I right click on it, one of the choices here at the bottom, which is not showing up on the recording, but you guys will see, is called Add Alpha Channel. Now, when I get that to go back there, now when I go to Edit, Cut, it can take it away because it has the ability to be clear. So that's what you can do to make yours look like mine if you're not using mine already. Okay, so now all our layers are clear. So what I'm going to do to make it jiggle more, right now I've got 12 frames. I'm going to just copy some of my last frames so it'll just do some more jiggling there after it's fell. So let me hide all of the ones that were at falling. There are all the falling. Let's see. For me, I took 4 frames to fall, and then the rest of these frames, they're just jiggling on the ground. I end up back where I started with a plain square. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate these 6 frames. Now, if I'm at a square, so let's think about what happened here. Hold on a second. So, having problems here. So, I started off as a square, and then I went flatter, and then flatter, and then I started back up. I'm back at square, and then I kind of went tall a little bit, and then I went to square. So I want all those things to happen again. So I want to go to back to going to flat again. In other words, I'm going to use that medium wide and most wide. So I'm going to make another medium wide. I'll go over to this one, and why don't I turn it on? Make sure, yeah, that's the one. And I'm going to duplicate it. You can use this button down here that duplicates it. It looks, you've got, it's a square and another square. If I click that, it duplicated it, and I'm going to move that. Actually, if it doesn't drag, you can also use these arrow ones. I'm going to move that to the top because I want that to be the next frame. So it's on its way back down. It's going to do another down and up. So after medium wide was the one that was the most wide. Let me turn that on too, and I'm going to duplicate it and then can use the arrow buttons right here to move it to the very top. And now that it's all the way down at the bottom, let me hide everything else here. Now we're all the way down at the bottom. Now it's going to start its way back up. So it needs to be from the most wide, it's going to go back to medium wide. Now I could copy this one, but this is the same right here. It's just going to go through that position again. So I'm going to duplicate that one and then move that to the top. Okay, and now I'm here. What comes next is being a square. So I just get one of my squares here. I'm going to get my square. Where's my square? There's my square. Turn that on so I can make sure it is what I said it was. Duplicate that. I'll move that there. So I'm back up. I'm now at a square. So I just want one more jiggle that goes up and then back. So there was one, I called it tall square. This one right here. Let me hide this other stuff so you can see. So I want another tall, after the being at regular square, I want it to go back up and then back to square. So I'm going to duplicate the up square. Hold on, so you just came in. There we go. Let's see. Tall square copy. I'm going to move that to the top. I'm at the tall square, and then I'll duplicate the regular square one more time. Duplicate that. And move that to the top. Now I've got 6 more frames of jiggle.